So the thread rolling process is basically cold forming or plastically deforming material to form a process. In this case it is helical screw threads on normally carbon steel round bars. In some cases, depending on the application, we're running with high carbon, high tensile steels or austenitic stainless steels. It's quite a strong thread because of the grain flow and the structure of the thread that's formed as opposed to screw cutting. Okay, so the different rolling types are plunge rolling and through feed rolling. Plunge rolling, which involves the bar being fixed in a linear plane with the thread rolling dies coming together to squash the threads or form the threads onto the bar, and that is limited by the length of the roll. So through feed rolling is about continuous rolling of very long bars of thread. The process is slightly different in terms of the bars are fed into the throat of the rolls, which are already engaged at their preset diameters, and they get squeezed through, the threads come out the other end formed, and there's no limitation on the length of thread produced. So the market applications for the products produced by thread rolling are many and varied. We have the basic fastener market, which is your normal run-of-the-mill bolt, and then we come through into the civil construction areas where we have the higher tensile materials being used for what we call strata control, which means that inside of concrete or inside of a steel structure you have large, long threaded bars that are holding a structure together for reinforcing in high-rise buildings, in bridges and in dam wall constructions, long wall mining, and in recent times we're talking about the foundation studs for the very high wind towers and any light towers and so on. So again, those parts have to be of very high strength, high tensile, highly specified. So the market is evolving around the production of these sorts of fasteners. So as a tooling manufacturer dealing with product manufacturers, we first of all need to know the application, the materials that need to be rolled, the specification that they have to produce to, and from there, once we know whether they want a through roll or plunge roll, we can design the roll based on the customer's budget and also the process outcome, the number of parts they need to produce. So it's a multifaceted development process before it goes to production. The manufacturing process starts with a billet of soft material, and again that material can be basic chrome tool steel through to the more expensive high-speed steel moly-based tools. We then soft machine, we put the hole in it, we machine it to the basic dimensions. We then put it through our unique vacuum heat treat process, structuring the heat treatment to suit the application, A, the material of the roll, B, the manufacturer's material to be rolled, and we suit the heat treatment cycle around that. It's a 24-hour cycle. From that we need to finish grind the sides and the hole or the bore, and from there we put it into our state-of-the-art multi-axis CNC thread grinders, and we grind the most important part, which is the thread profiles. After the grinding we then do a full stress relieve to take out any of the stresses we grind, and from there it's fully inspected before the manufacturer receives their parts. So in terms of thread rolling, this is a set of 3 rolls, and you can see the bolt. The bolt forms through the thread. So once these rolls wear out, the threads become damaged because we're talking very high stresses to push essentially hard material into hard material. From this, the rolls are then still in a position where they can be serviced. The regrinding process involves peeling of the old threads, managing the diameter, pre-stress relieving, and then regrinding a new thread depending on the bolt diameter and pitch which needs to be rolled. And from that we can calculate the best optimum reground on process and what we can make that roll into. Regrinding is typically done in 2 working weeks and at less than 50% of the cost of the new roll. In some cases, in some applications, we've been able to get up to 19 times single use roll life which gives our customer or the end user very big savings.